Our next segment focuses on the efforts of a group of seniors who are volunteering their skills and time to build homes for needy families. They're working with Habitat for Humanity in the D.C. metro area. Let's take a look.
In just a short time, this assortment of bare plywood and naked 2x4s will become a home. The dream of home ownership will become a reality for many families, thanks to the work of the Montgomery County, Maryland Habitat for Humanity and some very dedicated volunteers from the Riderwood Village retirement community. Bill Johnston has contributed to the Habitat for Humanity project for years, but when he retired in 1990, he and his wife decided to really get involved.
Habitat in Georgia was building 30 houses as a part of what they called a celebration of their 30,000th house for Habitat. They decided they would build their kitchen cabinets this year because they figured they could build them cheaper using volunteers like myself and get a better quality. And I took the idea back home when I came back to my own local affiliate up in Chester County, Pennsylvania. And we said, yeah, we can build them up here too.
Bill Johnston came to Riderwood in summer of 2004, and he began to build cabinets. I was the chairman of the wood shop at that time, and he needed permissions and so forth, and needed some support, basically. And I was willing to give him that support, or we were as a group.
This is sort of like Tom Sawyer whitewashing a fence. I actually came down here and built a couple of cabinets, which I use in my apartment now. And other people around here saw what I was doing, and I sort of said, well, you know, we build these cabinets, we've done this for Habitat, we might want to do it here.
The response they received was overwhelming. Relying more on willingness to volunteer than carpentry prowess, the Riderwood Workshop Group began to build cabinets for Habitat homes.
I'm actually brand new to working in the wood shop. They were asking for substitute volunteers, and because I've been involved in the other part of the Habitat project, I decided I really ought to know what they're doing here.
When I joined the wood shop, it was not with an eye to becoming a cabinet maker or anything like that, but I knew that with Bill Johnston instructing me, I could learn to do some constructive things here.
You really get to know people well in a community like this. We put together some cabinets and glued them, and what I was asked to do today was very simple, but it was fun.
But cabinets were only the beginning. Using that idea as a springboard, they formed the Riderwood Friends of Habitat for Humanity and began to look for other ways to help.
We started our work at Riderwood in the wood shop because we started building cabinets. But in the back of our minds was the idea of actually going out on the site.
Bill Johnston and his building crew had finished a set of vanities that are already completed, and they're going in these homes behind me here. What we did was display those out in front of the dining rooms at Riderwood, and people were impressed with the quality of the product that we produced. And we had sign-up sheets there. Are you interested in becoming a friend of Habitat?
We had something like 90 people at our first meeting. Our subsequent meetings, we've had as many as 240 people signed up who were working on our mailing list. And from that group, we took approximately 100 volunteers that came out here to work on the site.
The site is 24 townhouses in Burtonsville, Maryland, that the Riderwood Friends are not only helping to build, but will also house their cabinets when they're finished.
I've known about Habitat for Humanity for so many years, and I've never had an opportunity to do something actually at the site. I was on the second floor with a hammer the first work day, and it was fun.
We are fortunate to find that there is a place where we can do it locally and actually get our hands on.
It was suggested that we can have many people involved at any level of experience and any level of capability. So we have people that are up on the second floor. We have people who are only working on the first floor. We have people who are picking things up. We have people who are helping us to have lunches.
We try to make certain that everyone feels that they can contribute. Some of our residents, I was amazed the first time I went to the wood shop. There was a resident, an older woman who had a lot of physical infirmities, who was in a wheelchair with her mask on and her goggles, and she was sanding away.
And the residents at Riderwood weren't the only ones eager to help. The staff at Riderwood has been right there next to the residents, with hammer in hand.
And as we started talking about it, the staff became interested in having it be a staff and resident project, which really has appeal for me because so much of our interaction with the staff is when they're helping us. They're serving us meals, or they're helping us fix things that go wrong in our apartments, that kind of thing. This is a chance for us to be working together side by side with them on something that's worthwhile.
We were so overwhelmed, so oversubscribed. Many, many, many residents and staff came forth that there were more of them than there were positions on which to work on the projects, even on these 2 build days. So we probably have a full team of folks raring to go when we refocus our activities in the spring.
And based on the response to the project so far, there should be no trouble planning many build days to come.
And we hope that it'll open the way for us to do this for other affiliates and do it more times for this particular affiliate. Right now they have so many volunteers that we can't get on their schedule again until after the first of the year. But come that time, we expect to plan some additional opportunities for the people at Riderwood to come out and work on the site again.
I think older people are in a stage of their life where they have accomplished a lot of the things that they set out to accomplish, and now they can begin to look outside of themselves a little bit and contribute outside to others.
Everything starts with a spark and it grows, and we have been a beneficiary of that sort of operation here because of our interest in volunteerism and being active and looking outside the fence and not just inside the fence. And so there's a lot of people here who have had a good life and feel that now it's time to begin to give it back.
Joining me now to discuss the efforts of senior volunteers and construction activities administered by Habitat for Humanity is John Poxtus, Executive Director of Habitat for Humanity of Montgomery County, Maryland. Habitat for Humanity International is a nonprofit organization that seeks to eliminate poverty, housing, and homelessness from the world, and to make decent shelter a matter of conscience and of action. Habitat invites people of all backgrounds, races, and religions to build houses together in partnership with families in need. Welcome to the Daily Apple.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Tell us a little bit more about how Habitat for Humanity actually works.
Habitat was founded in 1976 in Georgia by Mildred Fuller and supported a great spokesperson has been Jimmy Carter. A lot of people associate Jimmy Carter with Habitat. And in those 30 years built 200,000 homes worldwide for low-income families.
And does it cost money for the low-income families to actually have the house built for them?
Yes, in our case, in Montgomery County, we charge the cost of the house, so they pay cost. They have a 25-year mortgage, no interest mortgage for 25 years, and they give us 1% down payment. So we sell the homes for cost.
And how does someone get, do you sign up? Do you fill out an application to get a house?
An application. We take applications generally once or twice a year, and when we have completed applications, then we make a family selection based on minimum and maximum income along HUD guidelines, and we do background checks and so on. There must be a willing partner to partner in building the home, so sweat equity is involved. We do educational workshops, for example, to most of them are first-time homeowners.
Right.
So what does it mean for budget and finance and minor repairs and those kinds of things?
Now, Habitat is not just domestic, it's international, correct?
It's international, where we build in 100 countries worldwide.
My mom loves Habitat. I love Habitat for Humanity, but one of the things she does every year for her birthday is the whole family and friends get together and build a home. So she's in her mid-60s. And it was amazing for me to see how incredibly dedicated her mature friends are. I understand there are a lot of senior volunteers. Why do you think it's so important for seniors to be a part of something like this?
Well, it satisfies a lot of needs on many levels. It satisfies the need to stay active in the community, but it also contributes to Habitat because we rely a lot on volunteers to build the homes. And so I have some examples of that locally. In Riderwood, which is a community in Silver Spring, it's a retirement community. they contacted us and they said we wanted to get involved with Habitat, and they asked us for the drawings for the cabinetry in the homes. And in their wood shop, they actually built the cabinets in their homes, and they had so much interest they had to put people on shifts. Wow. But they built the cabinetry in the homes. We provided the wood and the drawings, and they built the homes. And they also came to the site for a couple of days to help us build in Burtonsville.
How long have you been a volunteer with Habitat for Humanity?
Well, for many years. I've been executive director for 6 months now, but I was on the board previous to that, and then several years in Florida.
How do you think that Habitat for Humanity can actually help? You know, clearly we have a booming of mature adults that are coming. From a social interaction standpoint, how will it help them as the volunteers for your organization?
Well, it helps them stay active, and they come on site, and even if they can't really swing a hammer, which is how we associate working with Habitat, there are other things they can do. They can participate in fundraisers, they can provide lunch on the work site. There are various ways to get involved with Habitat. It's not just construction.
And it seems to me that there's a huge intergenerational aspect to it. Have you seen a lot of that, where you see grandparents and grandchildren?
Yes, we have family members come out as families. We have college students who come out for a day. We have sponsored team builds by corporations in the area, and then we have people who just get together in groups and come out.
Well, this is great information. Very quickly, how does someone find Habitat for Humanity if they want to sign up as a volunteer?
They can go to our website, which is habitat-mc.org. That's probably the quickest way.
Great. Thanks so much for being here, John.
Thank you.